Hope you will by shopping our merchandise and original music online. And of course, you can still call 601-859-8596. Small town music, come on and get it. 859-8596. Call before you're home. We will have a booth on Canton Square at the Emporium, and you can still browse our guitars and support our original music at www.smalltownmusic.com.
This is Central Mississippi's Stimulating Talk.
103.9 WYAB, Pocahontas, Jackson.
From ABC News, I'm Sherry Preston. Another test of the president's primary poll coming today in the state of Texas. Longtime Senator John Cornyn facing off against State Attorney General Ken Paxton in the GOP runoff for Cornyn's seat. ABC News Deputy Political Director Ben Siegel with more on President Trump's endorsement of Paxton.
The president cares deeply about his endorsement and the power it has in Republican politics. We saw this last week where he and his allies handpicked somebody to run against a critic of his, Thomas Massey, and really destroyed Massey, ended his political career. So we understand that private polling that Republicans have seen has shown Paxton pulling ahead. This is something that was probably not lost on the president.
The winner will face Democrat James Tallarico in November. U.S. forces launching new strikes against Iran, even as some, including President Trump, indicate a peace deal could be close.
They're never going to have a nuclear weapon, and they know that.
But Iran again contradicting U.S. claims, saying many of the issues have been dealt with, but a signed agreement isn't imminent. And crucially, it's not discussing its nuclear program.
ABC's Ian Panel in Tel Aviv. It was a wet, soggy Memorial Day weekend in much of the eastern half of the country. For those in the south today, it could be more of the same, says ABC meteorologist Jeff Smith.
Multiple rounds of heavy showers and thunderstorms over portions of the deep south during the day today. Elevated flash flood risk, a level 2 out of 4 threat there. From New Orleans all the way up to the southern half of Alabama, including parts of the Florida Panhandle and southern Mississippi. Also a pretty large chunk of Texas. We're talking about San Antonio, Austin, all the way to Lubbock. The chance of flash flooding pretty elevated.
Thousands allowed back in their homes in Orange County, California. The threat of a massive chemical explosion at a holding tank has been averted. 4 people, 2 children, a bus driver, and a chaperone, all killed in a collision between a train and a school bus in northern Belgium. Several other people on board were hurt. This is ABC News.
Lunch was great, but this traffic is awful.
Can we stop at a bathroom?
Are you all right?
I keep having stomach issues after eating, like diarrhea, gas and bloating, abdominal pain, and sometimes oily stools.
Sound familiar? Those stomach issues may actually be a pancreas issue called exocrine pancreatic insufficiency, or EPI. Creon pancrelipase may help manage EPI. Creon is a prescription medicine used to treat people who can't digest food normally because their pancreas doesn't make enough enzymes.
Creon may increase your chance of fibrosing colonopathy or rare bowel disorder. Tell your doctor if you have a history of intestinal blockage or scarring or thickening of your bowel wall, if you are allergic to pork, or if you have gout, kidney problems, or worsening of painful swollen joints. Call your doctor if you have any unusual or severe gastrointestinal symptoms or allergic reactions. Take Creon as directed by your doctor and always with food. Do not chew capsules as this may cause mouth irritation. Other side effects may include blood sugar changes, gas, dizziness, sore throat, and cough. These are not all the side effects of Creon. Call 800-633-9110 or visit creoninfo.com to learn more. That's CREONinfo.com.
I'm asking my doctor about EPI.
News brought to you this hour by Lee's Old Country Store, Antiques and Collectibles, located on Highway 22 in Flora, a half mile west of 49 North.
A woman drowns when her car goes into a flooded creek. More rain this afternoon, a 70% chance with a high at 83. Overnight tonight, the low is 70, and you've got a chance for rain. Again, that rain chance goes back up again to 90% with a high at 86 Wednesday. Even more rain Thursday and Friday and into the weekend. With news on 103.9 WYAB, I'm Chris Davis. The city of Petal was under a flood emergency issued by the National Weather Service Monday around 3:30 p.m. when a white SUV went into a creek that was flooded by as much as 12 feet of water. Authorities there say that SUV went upside down and was swept away near the Walmart. The woman inside was found later drowned. Her name has not yet been made public. You are being urged to make sure that any food like pet food around your house and all garbage is put up and secured because More black bears have been sighted around Hinds County. Sheriff Tyree Jones says the latest sightings were in Utica. The best thing that you can do if you see a black bear is just to go inside and make sure that your pets are also inside. The sheriff's department does not know who did it yet, but 2 men were shot and killed in Tunica County Sunday evening about 7:30. The call that came into 911 was about a vehicle that had hit a tree. When deputies got there, they found that the 2 men inside the car had both been fatally shot. No arrests have been announced. Break me off a piece of that semi-truck. A truck hauling Kit Kats, about 11,000 pounds of them, overturned in Brandon Monday afternoon about 1:45. It appears, according to MDOT, that the trailer somehow got loose from the truck that was hauling it and overturned in the median on an on-ramp to I-20. More news in 1 hour on 103.9 WYAB. I'm Chris Davis.
Hello, I'm John Ravenstein, third-generation owner of Juniker Jewelry Company. I've been here 50 years.
And I'm Corey Ravenstein, fourth-generation owner. I grew up here, literally.
Our great-uncle started Juniker Jewelry way back in 1944, and that simply means we probably helped more Mississippi men pick out their engagement rings than anyone else.
Guys who are nervous.
Guys who've waited too long.
Guys who just want to get it right the first time.
That's what we do at Juniker Jewelry, Mississippi's direct diamond importer.
No pressure, just straight answers, and the largest selection of loose diamonds, engagement ring styles, and wedding bands in the state.
Remember, you can't buy a better quality diamond at a lower price anywhere in Mississippi. That's the Juniker's money-back diamond guarantee.
Come find out why we're still here after 82 years.
And why she'll never say, you're late, if you've shopped at Juniker's.
Juniker Jewelry Company, 1485 Highland Colony Parkway in Madison, and JunikerJewelry.com, Mississippi's direct diamond importer.
The views and opinions expressed in this program are the individual views and opinions of the people expressing them and do not necessarily reflect those of this radio station, its parent, affiliated, or related entities, agents, or employees.
Welcome to the Chip Matthews Show, where politics meets the South. So grab your sweet tea, find a comfortable spot to sit back, and let's embark on this journey together. Chip away, jump away.
And good Tuesday morning it is, the Chip Matthews Show. Jeff Thomas asks, did you run to Interstate 20 in Brandon to get your Kit Kat? Bah! Had I known that there were Kit Kats in the middle of the interstate, I'd have stopped at the Kroger there and got me a gallon of milk. And I would have been a part of the hazmat cleanup team at the Kit Kat location. I was wondering what I was going to talk about this morning. Kit Kat bar.
Yeah, the poor guy rolled off the on-ramp or the off-ramp or something.
I mean, how do you? Well, never mind. I'm not.
They're not truck drivers anymore. They're steering wheel holders.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Shane Easley, good morning. Debbie Bragansky, good morning to you. Good morning to JC Dunn, and good morning to the rest of the world out there as we get up, wake up, kind of dry out. And if you'll notice what it feels like today so far is that we didn't have a weekend. It's already next week. It's halfway through next week already. I mean, we got our butt kicked out at the Gulf of Beethoven's. I mean,
but all of our customers were so kind and
kind.
Understanding and passionate, and they hung in there with us yesterday.
Oh yeah. And all weekend long, we had a great crowd, and then it doesn't end. It's like we're going to breathe today. Tomorrow we start it back up again tomorrow with the songwriters night. Bridget's Ferguson's. I'm about to lose my mind. Songwriter night, y'all. That is becoming big. People are coming in going, "Have you heard?" Yeah, yes, I've heard. It's at my place. You know, but she comes in. She has four different songwriters each and every week. It appears, and they're lining up to get on that show.
Mm-hmm.
They're lining
they really
up.
are.
Good morning, Lloyd
I have
Travis.
a lot of people reach out to me.
Oh yeah, and we ain't got any pull.
None.
It's all Bridget. we let her do that, and that's her thing, and it is going great.
Mm-hmm.
Also, this weekend, this Friday night, let's write it down on your calendar. There's a party going on, and it is hosted by Cam and the Velcro Pygmies. Let me do that again. The Velcro Pygmies. We'll be live on the stage at the Beethoven's Boardwalk. They were the first band that played there on December the 20th, which many of you go, y'all were over in December? Yeah, it was cold outside. Yeah.
Yes.
Yes, it was. But we want you to come on out for that. Now, I hope everybody had a happy Memorial Day, because I am fixing to ruin your life.
Again?
Yes. But this is good. This is good.
Mm-hmm.
You know, yesterday I got on this rant telling people that they're sorry. And a lot of people came out and spoke to me yesterday after the show, came out in the morning and said, and people I hadn't seen, good morning to you, Fred, by the way. I didn't see if Scott ever showed up. Fred worked with me at the casino in Philadelphia. Okay. But and Scott was his state friend he's just Scott. Sorry, Scott. That's the way I'm going to refer to you.
His state friend?
Yeah, his state friend. Well, he's a Southern friend.
Just say maroon and white one time.
Well, anyway, on the subject of the other things, and when he came out and he says, I listen to the show every morning, that made me feel good.
Mm-hmm.
Made me feel real good. But the thing that I was reminding everybody of yesterday is you got to become a patriot, and we're not patriots. And there's two things in America that we must become as a patriot. And if you don't wish to be red, white, and blue all the time, if you don't wish to believe in God, get the hell out of our country. Mm-hmm. You don't want to be here? Don't be here. If you can't be an American, then get the hell out. That's all that is to it. There are people that are lying over there in that hospital at the VA who gave up everything in their life for you to be here and be a total ass. And for all you people that are out there are people that are suffering, and people that got injured in war, and people that have sacrificed everything in their life and are dead because they believed in freedom and being a patriot. You people have to become patriots, or you need to get the hell out of the country. I think what y'all have missed in the whole Trump thing, when you start looking at the whole Trump thing, Trump is trying to make us all patriots again. He's trying to make us all feel like Americans again. When we grew up, we believed in God in our country. That's just what we did. We believed in the American flag. We believed in what we were doing. We were red, white, and blue. And to take it a step further, as a Southerner, you believed in the South and America. So that's what threatens most of the blacks and most of the non-Americans, is that it's the South. We feel like special people because we did get knocked down to nothing and rebuild the South just like it was before. You know, the Civil War was a conflict of an issue that was settled. Okay, so we fought over slavery and we said, okay, there'll be no more slavery. Back to being an American.
Right.
Right?
Yeah.
Back to being American. It's that damn simple. You know, we're an American again. You know, but not only that, we had something more than the Yankees had up north. We were Southerners and American. We had backbone trying to do what we needed to do. And the slavery issue was really over finances and money more than slaves.
Correct.
It was who's going to do the work. And everybody up north, you know, they were doing the same thing. There was slavery up north too at the time. When they banned slavery, until they banned slavery, they had slaves up north as like they did down south. It's just that they get on to us and say different things. But if you can't be an American, get the hell out of my country. And for every politician in this state, every politician, if you're elected to office and you didn't do something patriotic yesterday, shame on you. Every one of you should have been at the VA. Every one of you should have had an event going on in your city. Every one of you should have had something going on to prove that you're a patriot and you believe in America. You ain't got to believe in Trump. Trump's just the president. You got to believe in America. America, that's where you're from. That's what you're supposed to be. You're supposed to be a damn American. And if you're not going to be one of us, get the hell out of our country. People are moving here from Mexico and other parts of the world not to take over our country. We look at this wrong. They're coming here for freedom. They're coming for what we have. And Democrats across this land are trying to take in those people and say, I'm glad you came, but we don't want you to be like this. You got to be like this. You got to be against America once you get here because they just want to kill all of your culture. Well, no, we don't want to kill, your family heritage. When you look at the Italians are here in America and they are proud to be an Italian. Never mind during wars, we kicked their butt, right?
Mm-hmm.
They're still Americans and they're Italian Americans. Okay, there's nothing wrong with that. We believe it. You're allowed to have some history in your life, and you're going to have that history regardless. No matter what, your ancestors are your ancestors. You're stuck with them, whether they were slaves or slave owners. It doesn't matter. That you're still here in America. In America, we're moving forward. We don't hold you accountable for in the first grade when you peed in your pants. We don't hold you accountable for that. We don't say that you're just a bad person. You are an awful person because I'm sure that the teacher said, I don't want to have to clean this up. Okay, but you moved past that and you didn't pee in your pants anymore. So,
did you have a bad experience in first grade and peeing in your pants?
No.
You did.
No, I did not.
Yes, you did.
No, I did not.
Yeah, yes, you're 64 years old and you still revert back to your first grade years.
I revert back to everything in my life and my history. That's what I'm trying to say is as a person, as you get older, you are one thing. You are what you're made of. And the fact that we have raised children in this country that are, 71% of the black population does not, the husbands are not in the home.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. We have allowed that culture to build. And you're going to say, well, we're free in America. We're free. We can do whatever we want. Yeah. But being free does not mean that you cannot leave a legacy. You've got to want something. And not being an American, not being a true American. Look at these people from these other countries. They're ready to the Iranians are real Iranians. They're ready to,
they hate us.
they will die.
Yeah.
For what they believe in. They suicide bombers, this, that, and the other.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think we need to go to that extreme.
Mm-mm.
But Americans fight. That is what we do. We fight for freedom. And we did this in 1776, 250 years ago, and we have lost our way. We are not red, white, and blue anymore.
On my way in, I was listening to Gretchen Wilson sing a rendition yesterday at Arlington National Cemetery, that God Bless America. And without God blessing America, we really don't have anything. And everybody's kicked God out of it, their daily lives, out of school. Children don't even know what God is these days.
Well, see, if they had God in their life, they'd also have America in their life.
Correct. That's what I'm saying.
That's supposed to be one and the same.
Mm-hmm.
And what we do is we go through the motions doing this thing. We want this it's probably more important to have someone show up who cannot sing the national anthem and sing it.
Yeah.
Than it is to have someone who can show up just to make you look good.
Mm-hmm.
Y'all.
It's a beautiful song. The words are just beautiful. And, if you really listen to them, you really know that God is part of our country. And God needs to be back in our country.
And I've never been in the military or anything, but I don't know what they teach in the military. But all of these people believe in one thing.
Mm-hmm.
That's the Constitution.
Yep.
Yeah. The Constitution is a document. I was watching various things yesterday where they were saying where at one time Virginia and Rhode Island were fighting. This was and this was the great compromise that occurred. But Virginia, they were trying to decide the number of delegates from each state. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
And how we were going to set up the government. And then somebody got smart in the room and said, we'll do it this way. So the House they decided to have two bodies of government, just throwing it up in the air, saying maybe this will work. It was all fixing to fall apart. And what happened was Virginia said, okay, we'll do ours based on population. And Rhode Island said they'll do their own population. That'll be one segment of government. Then we'll have another segment government where everybody will have an equal number of representation in there. Senate, and the House.
Mm-hmm.
Makes a lot of sense. And when you start looking at it, people in other countries, this is not going to work. These people in America, they are crazy. This won't work. Well, it worked.
Yeah.
We're here. We're the strongest country in the world. We do what we do. And we've got to do more. And when y'all listen to y'all kill me at how y'all fall in line with the people going, well, he's just fixing to give up on Iran. He's fixing. There's no need to tell you when you're going to bomb somebody. There's no alarm clock. Roger Wicker, there's not going to be. We don't have to tell you. I know you're from Mississippi and you're supposed to be the man, but we don't have to tell you when we're going to do what we're going to do. You're just going to run and give the Ukraine more money, which, by the way, Russia's kicking their butt. We've talked to everybody on all sides. If they want to keep fighting, they're going to keep fighting. There's nothing we can do about it unless they want us to stop it.
Mm-hmm.
Our money is keeping it going.
That's right. When the money stops, the fighting stops.
Money stops, fighting stops. And the question is, where's the money going?
It's making a full circle. It's on that wagon wheel.
Well, we hear there's so much kickback that it's pathetic. Anyway, we'll be back with more right here on a patriotic day. I'm sick and tired of all you people that are not patriots. And the ones that are really not patriots is the 83% of you who did not vote in the primary. If you can't die for your country, at least go vote. We'll be back with more in just a moment on the Chip Matthews Show. If you can't die for your country, at least soapbox. You need to calm down, Dawn. We'll be back with more in just a moment on the Chip Matthews Show with Dawn McKenzie. You are on the
1039 WYAB.
In the heart of rural America, we know the value of an honest day's work. While the big corporate brands focus on their stock prices, Outlaw Light is focused on you. We're an independent American brand built on resilience. We don't preach or teach, we just brew. That means a high-quality, 105-calorie light beer at a price that respects your hard-earned dollar. For the patriots, the dreamers, and the doers, America deserves a new light beer. Grab an Outlaw. It's darn good beer.
When it's time to get serious about work-ready equipment, come see me, Noah Sullivan, at H&H Chief Sales in Carthage. From rugged Big Tex trailers to durable CM and Legend X truck beds, H&H has what your truck needs to work harder and last longer. For the field, H&H carries reliable ag equipment from Salford, New Leader, and Chandler. Visit H&H Chief Sales in Carthage today or anytime at hhchiefsales.com. H&H, quality equipment, knowledgeable service, and solutions that work as hard as you do.
Fraud is everywhere these days. The good news, there are simple steps that you can take to help stay safe. AARP Mississippi is hosting free fraud prevention events to help protect yourself, like free shred events that let you safely dispose of sensitive documents, and free fraud prevention workshops in person and online. Register for a free fraud prevention event at www.aarp.org/ms.
Hi, Kim Wade here. Hot weather requires us to run the AC nonstop. Pure Air Consultants can inspect your unit today to ensure your AC is operating at peak performance. Pure Air Consultants is your go-to ring partner that can get the job done and have you resting in comfort in no time. Locally owned and operated, they have proudly served our community for over 22 years. Contact Pure Air Consultants today at mypureairconsultants.com. Ream and Pure Air Consultants to the rescue.
At Flora Animal Hospital, our team doesn't just take care of your pet's needs. We feel like it starts with the pet parents. If the pet parent is informed thoroughly and understands the situation with the animal and why certain things need to be done or certain medications need to be given, it's easier to get that done. Our website is floraanimalhospital.com. It'll take you straight to the online store where your medicine can be purchased, food can be purchased, prescription or non-prescription, and they will be shipped straight to your front door. floraanimalhospital.com.
Americans for Prosperity is Mississippi's and the country's leading grassroots organization dedicated to promoting economic freedom and personal liberty. Americans for Prosperity advocates for limited government, free market policies, and empowering individuals. When given freedom and opportunity, Americans are capable of extraordinary things. If you are ready to make a difference in our community and want to get involved, then visit AmericansForProsperity.org. Be a part of positive change at AmericansForProsperity.org. Paid for by Americans for Prosperity.
Want insider tips on foundation repair, maintenance, and how to protect your biggest investment? Todd Sandridge, owner of Superior Foundation Services, will be dropping in this month for quick interviews with your favorite local hosts. Whether you're dealing with cracks, settling, or just want peace of mind, this is a conversation you don't want to miss. Superior Foundation Services, helping you stay on solid ground. Find them online at superior.ms. That's superior.ms.
Looking for adventure, amazing food, and a little relaxation all in one place? You'll find it at Cypress Point Resort in Brandon. Load up the family and experience a real drive-through safari, petting zoo, and thrilling guided Jeep tours. Then slow it down with mouth-watering steaks at the steakhouse, or grab drinks and live music at the tavern. Planning a wedding or reunion? Cypress Point Resort has beautiful venues and cozy lodging. Ready for your big day or just a weekend escape? It's everything you love about the outdoors with a touch of luxury. Cypress Point Resort. Wild fun right around the corner.
Welcome back to the Chip Matthews Show, and here is your host, Chip Matthews.
6:25 in the morning on a Tuesday morning. It is the Chip Matthews Show along with Don McKenzie. Wake up, everybody, and listen to me tell you that you are sorry. You are a sorry individual. Every one of you. Or rather, the 83% of you that don't go vote. You're not Americans. You're just not American. You let people die for you. People die for you. People in your family fought for you. I mean, we all have a history. We all had a mommy and a daddy, and they had a mommy and a daddy, and they had a mommy and a daddy, and a daddy, mama and daddy, right? And they fought to make this country what it is, and we are just letting them down by not voting. And we let these sorry individuals that we call politicians in the office, and we don't like any of them. And then those sorry politicians yesterday, just a simple gratitude. We'd like to thank everybody that serves for us. We hope everybody had a great Memorial Day. Period. That's it. Nothing red, white, and blue. Trump is trying to have a celebration of the 250 years of America, which should be a big deal. I remember some of you are old. Some of you are even older than me. Some of you are as old as Dawn. And they all remember 1976.
Absolutely. I have some of the fondest memories being in Mathiston, Mississippi.
And we were being Americans.
Yes.
We were more American then than we are now. We were more American when Nixon was being prosecuted for Watergate, which was about breaking into the Democratic headquarters and spying. What are you going to get when you get into the Democratic headquarters and spy? Well, look, they've got a plan to tear up America. Yeah. We needed to know that. But these people, the war between the politicians, the Republican and Democrat, is just nuts.
It needs to stop.
I mean, well, it needs to stop at the level that it's at. I mean, now we realize that Obama was a sorry individual. And then along came Biden, which we learned was even sorrier. But what's even sorrier than that is all the Democrats out there that believe that it's just wrong. It's just wrong to be. You don't want to be an American. You want to be a Democrat. And then you sorry Republicans who say that you believe in God and you believe in lower taxes and a smaller government and all those righteous things as a Republican. You're sorry because you don't believe in that. You don't go vote either. Don't tell me that you know what to do. I mean, 17% of us participated in the primary. 17% of the Mississippians that within my voice, listen, we're in the primary. We're dealing with it. And all of you just suck. You're sorry. And I don't want to hear a damn excuse. There are people lying in graves dead for your freedom. There are people that are still alive that are in wheelchairs. There are people in life that have lost their life. I was watching a guy who was, the wife is sitting there holding her husband and the kids, and of course he's been shot. He was shot in the head, and he's trying to regain his motor skills.
Mm-hmm.
That guy, he loved America.
Mm-hmm.
He still loves America.
But what's worse than that, when they get home, they have to fight the Veteran Administration to get health care.
Hey, and they passed a law a few years ago. I don't know if you know this. This is something a lot of people don't realize, that once you can prove you're 100% disabled, the money is already there to take care of you.
Mm-hmm. But you have to prove it.
You got to prove it. You got to jump through the hoops. Look, you went and fought for this country. My deal is, my God, after you retire, you should be able to retire at what, 50?
Mm-hmm.
And we'll thank you for your service.
Yeah.
That's all it should be. Meanwhile, our legislature's trying to say, okay, if you're going to run into a fiery building and you're going to pull out dead, burnt bodies, and you're going to go to scenes where people have been murdered and this, that, and the other, you got to work 35 years before we'll give you your PERS. Y'all are just sorry. I mean, do you see how sorry you are as individuals? And if we'd go back to telling kids they had to go to work and kick them out of the house at 18 and let them grow up, get on their own 2 feet, maybe the only way to get kids back to being kids is to bring back the draft.
Mm-hmm.
Because then they'll say, if you don't have a job, you're in the military. It used to be if you weren't in school, but Jackson State would just give everybody a free pass. I mean, I think it's wrong that Jackson State is sitting over there and they've had all this money for years, the heirs decision money, all this money for years, and nobody brings up the fact that they have to rent hotels in Jackson, which they destroyed those hotels. They've had to tear some of them down over there by the Coliseum. They tore down all those hotels after Jackson State lived in those. But because the culture of the people that come in, if your school's not big enough to hold the people, why don't you make it small enough to be able to hold the people? What y'all have tried to do is put all these alumni out there who feel like they have some degree and they think they're somebody because they have a degree from an HBCU, which those people that have the degrees from the HBCUs are out there telling black athletes who are playing football in the SEC and I can promise you there are people that graduated from Jackson State who have kids who are at these SEC schools, and they're saying, you damn sure ain't leaving. They're paying you $6 million to play football. You're going to stay there because you may not make it to the pros. You're going to get that money now. And that's the way it should be. The American spirit is about enterprise. It's about moving forward. And for a bunch of people that are broke to tell you that you need to give up being broke, you're just stupid. We're in a mood.
They're using the black people.
The Democratic Party.
They're slaves to themselves.
They are only slaves to themselves.
Yes.
They are only slaves to themselves.
Mm-hmm.
And they are creating, and with all this other stuff they want to do, it makes no sense to me. First, let's all be American again. First let's go to church.
Mm-hmm.
Then it's no problem being an American because then you'll know what's right and wrong. Again. We'll be back with more right here on the Chip Matthews Show with Dawn McKenzie. I don't know why she's in such a mood today. No problem. We'll be right back because then you'll know what's right and wrong. We'll be back with more right here on the Chip Matthews Show with Dawn McKenzie.
1039 WYAB.
Acme Pizza and Daiquiris is leveling up. A whole new Acme Pizza and Daiquiris is now open at the Reservoir at Beethoven's Boardwalk in Ridgeland, right next door to Cock of the Walk. And the new Acme Pizza and Daiquiris will have all of your old favorites too, like the Acme Dynamite Balls and Garlic Knots, and the best specialty pizzas ever, like the Pig, the Sergeant Pepperoni, the Surf and Turf, and lots more. Come to the all-new Acme Pizza and Daiquiris location on the Res in Ridgeland, next door to Cock of the Walk.
Have a large fleet of vehicles? Looking for somewhere to provide routine maintenance? Tired of waiting on an appointment? Ken here with Rapid Oil Change. We accept most local and national fleets as well as 30-day in-house accounts with no appointment needed. We offer maintenance packages to fit any need. Oil changes, wipers, tires, car washes, and more. Have a diesel? No sweat. We carry diesel exhaust fluid and diesel fuel filters. With over 40 years of experience, Rapid Oil is the right choice for your fleet. Stop in today and let us keep your fleet ready and on the road.
Delta Farm Services, LLC. Delta Farm Services, LLC. From dirt to done, they make it easy. Find them on Facebook, it's all you need. Big job, small job, call today. They'll shape your land a better way. Delta Farm Services, LLC. The name you trust for what you need. Delta Farm Services, LLC. Delta Farm Services, LLC.
ABC News, I'm Sherry Preston. Face off in Texas today over which Republican gets to run for Senate, the incumbent or the man picked by President Trump. Here's ABC News Deputy Political Director Ben Siegel.
President Trump weighed in the runoff here, endorsed Ken Paxton, who is running a primary challenge against Senator John Cornyn, a 4-term veteran of the Senate, someone from the George Bush wing of the party, predates this Donald Trump moment of the Republican Party. And it's just sort of this new test of what the Republican Party is, who is a Republican in this last phase of the Trump administration of President Trump's 2 terms in office.
In a new message this morning, Iran's supreme leader says America will no longer have a safe place in the region. This after the Pentagon carried out what it calls self-defense attacks. 2 children and 2 adults have been killed this morning in Belgium after their school bus was hit by a train. 5 more children on the bus were hurt. This is ABC News.
Hi, this is Rita Jensen with Remax Connection, and I want to tell you, I've lived in Florida for over 50 years. I'm a graduate of Tri-County Academy, went there the first day the doors opened. If you're thinking about putting your children into Tri-County Academy and need a place to live, then give me a call. Without a doubt, the Florida expert when it comes to real estate. So if you need a place to live, give me a call. Rita Jensen, Remax Connection. 601-720-4037 or go to my website, ritajensen.net.
Craving something fresh for lunch? Bravo Italian Restaurant heard you loud and clear. Sandwiches are back. Favorites like chicken basil pesto, blackened beef shoulder, and shrimp and smoked salmon are ready and waiting. Pair one with a refreshing seasonal cocktail and you're set. Plus, don't miss the new panzanella salad, remixed crab ravioli, and Bravo's incredible lemon ricotta semolina cake. Come grab lunch at Bravo Italian Restaurant today, Highland Village in Jackson, and taste what everyone's been asking for.
Come on down to Ascension. Come on in, Sunday worship 10 a.m. Amen. Jackson, Mississippi will sing with you. Pastor Christine sharing good news. Come on down to Ascension. Join the choir. Feel God's love lifting you higher. Ascension Lutheran Church, we're saving you a few.
Welcome back to the Chip Matthews Show, and here is your host, Chip Matthews.
Live from all across America and even in the South, it is the Chip Matthews Show with Dawn McKenzie and this special breaking news update. This Thursday night, don't you dare miss it. Oh. Thank you, Stacy. I didn't have it off. Sweet Tooth Jones. They had a great time. That was the best band out there. I mean,
they really are good.
I enjoyed them. I enjoyed Angela Pittman and her group, and I enjoyed
Kim Richardson, Love and Ledbetter.
Love and Ledbetter. Mm-hmm. All of it was just solid weekend, and it continues this weekend with the Velcro Pygmies Friday night.
But Thursday,
Mike Mott.
And we have our WYAB Listener Appreciation Night.
Nobody wants to come talk to us.
Everybody's going to be there. Clay, Lindsay, you and I. Well, we live there.
Kim Wade.
Kim Wade.
Look, we're out there, and look, we're on the front lines. We're out there. We're talking, and it's good to see y'all. And we run into y'all, and people come out and shake our hands, and people want to meet the different staff there, and they always ask when they come in the building, is so-and-so in here tonight? So-and-so in here tonight?
Mm-hmm.
Well, this Thursday night, most everyone will be in the building at Beethoven's Boardwalk for our listener appreciation party. Kim Wade put this together, and he is, of course, Radio Strongman. So that means you have to come.
Yes.
And if you're
He's such a great guy.
And if you need to learn to be a patriot again, come on out and just see us. We'll talk to you. I'll give you, we have a little American flags all over the building. You can come get one. anytime you come in.
Mhm.
You need to put it in your kid's hand. You need to explain to them what red, white, and blue means. And you know, that's just it, y'all. You got to become an American again. I don't care if you're a Democrat or a Republican. I don't care what you are. You can't be an atheist because, you know, and there's on the book somewhere, it says as an atheist, you cannot run for office in some states. Did you know that?
I did not know that.
And
I mean,
separation.
this whole country was built on God. We have to get back to God.
And what you got to understand is separation of church and state is confused with believing in God. Separated church and state means the preacher's not going to come run it. The Pope's not going to come run it. We're going to have to run it, but we have to do it. If you read the Constitution properly, you have to apply the Constitution with the belief in God to begin with.
Mm-hmm.
And that's it. So y'all need to get it right. I mean, I don't care if you don't go to church. That's on you. Get a Bible. Learn to read. Look, learn to read. Please learn to read
and write.
Learn two things: read and also learn the Constitution. If you read both of them, and when you go to court, you don't need a lawyer if you know the Constitution, because most of the lawyers are persuaded to be. They suck. Never mind. I was going to go there. A lot of lawyers are blinded by the money. And their job is to come up with an argument to break the fabric of the Constitution to win based on the Constitution.
That's right.
How about that?
Yeah.
How about that? I got to break it to beat it, but use it to win.
Yeah. It's backwards.
Well, it's backwards, but it's the way of life. You know, it's just like, you know, it's either right. When you kill somebody, it was right or wrong, right?
Yep.
Okay. It was right or wrong at that moment, whether they were put to death by a firing squad. And I've been watching inhumane ways to, I don't know, my phone's been listening to me, and AI has just lost its mind telling me what I need to look at. They've been showing me all the different ways of punishment in history. There's some strange.
Did you see the one with the man turned upside down on the cross?
Yes. Did you see the one where they attach you to a wheel? A wagon wheel type thing, and they break all your bones, and then they turn it sideways so that because you have no bones anymore, so you slowly are falling through, and you're still alive, and you're slowly falling through from your own weight through the wagon wheel spokes, and the crows are picking at you and everything. Hey, you know,
some pretty barbaric times.
Well, you call it barbaric, but what did they do? What did they do wrong? Right now,
Well, back in that time, they probably committed the simplest of crime compared to what crimes are today.
well, back then, if you stole my horse, you could be put to death.
Yeah.
But that's it. And then they say, "Do you know how hard it is to walk across there?" Yeah. Well, yeah, I do. So maybe that is right. If you're going across the desert and don't have your horse, you're going to have to put your feet on the ground.
Yeah.
You might need to die. But I mean, if you would leave other people's things alone, believe in God, and do the right thing,
and quit murdering people,
you wouldn't have to worry about that.
That's true.
You know, you go back to Western times when they hung everybody. You know, justice. You know, we got, at least when we got Judge Roy Bean and some things, we started waiting. But I mean, I think it's inhumane for these people to have to sit on death row. I think that's the only thing we do wrong. Need to get it over with.
Yeah. Well,
and we're going to make some mistakes.
So my cousin made the comment the other day that, Mississippi has the firing squad still on the books.
Yeah.
As a form of punishment.
Yep.
And he says, well, there would be no repeat offenders.
Well, it's according. We might have to go to using AR-15s. They shoot. You can't just pull and get one. You got to go to the. We'll put the switch on them.
Yeah.
But I mean, the kids, if you people are not going to raise your kids, it's time for, it's sort of like if we had a neighborhood and rats were taking over the neighborhood. First, we'd be putting out poison, and we'd put out some traps. And then when it got out of hand, we'd get a gun, and we'd go out there and put some water down in the hole, and they'll come out, and we start shooting them with the 22 as they're coming out of the hole. That's pretty much how Jackson is becoming.
Mm-hmm.
That you're going to get to a level of violent crime to where the right now they're shooting at each other. The criminals are shooting at each other. It's going to get to the point, if you don't get your kids under control, and we don't need a study, and we don't need by the chief of police of Jackson. We're going to get a study. Then of course she brought in a chief of staff from out of town. We've never had a chief of staff. A chief of staff. What does a chief of staff actually do? But anyway, they brought in a chief of staff. She spends money.
They manage all the staff.
I mean,
what? It's a glorified secretary.
So, well, does the chief of staff have a secretary?
Probably.
Or are they not considered? They're considered an assistant.
I don't think so.
But anyway, I mean, the whole thing is
they created a whole nother job spot.
The reality is, when you go to Jackson and you see the Jackson Police Department building, and you go in it, it just feels dirty.
Mm-hmm.
You feel like you've done something wrong, and the whole place is just nasty. The streets around it are nasty. What I mean, it's sad. It's like the Canton Police Department. We had a nice building for a long time, and you walk into the lobby there, and they've got the windows all tinted out where you can't see them, and they'll talk. Yeah, you got to you got to press the button and talk through the button. Then you'll talk to somebody, and it'll be 35, 40 minutes before somebody comes out. And it's just the wrong way. You feel wrong when you go in to report a crime.
Mm-hmm.
You go into an area that is just, it should be simple, and there should be some nice people somewhere.
You feel corruption in there.
It just feels nasty and corrupt, and that at any moment you could die. And you're in a police station.
That's rough.
And the fire stations in Canton ain't no better. They've gotten to be so dirty. Tavarius, who was cleaning all those on his government contract, used to tell me he goes into fire stations to clean them, and they were the nastiest places in all of Canton. I mean, I can remember when firemen, you would see them outside, they'd be mowing their grass.
Mm-hmm.
They would be
washing
shining
fire
truck. They washed that fire truck.
Mm-hmm.
They walked around. They were, and nothing against firemen.
But
I'm just saying
that goes back to leadership.
I'm saying the leadership quality of all of this has gone to Pupa de Caca. I said the other word yesterday on the air, and it just slipped out, and I went, "Whoa!" Gee. And I was trying to reach the button. I couldn't get to the button. I already spilled my coffee, and coffee can't go nowhere.
You got a new coffee cup today, huh? Who did you steal this time?
Exactly. That's a stolen cup. That's Jenny's cup.
Now we're on Jeannie's cup. We had
Jenny's cup.
Sharon's last week for a couple of weeks.
Yeah.
But
anyway, it's just wrong. It's just wrong for you to wake up every morning in America, all of you that don't vote, and act like you're a great citizen. You want to go to work. You say, I pay my taxes. No, you don't. You struggle to pay your taxes, and you pay your taxes because you won't go hire a new politician that'll get rid of your taxes, and then you'll let them lie to you and tell you that they got rid of taxes when they hadn't done a damn thing. I mean, listen, y'all. We live in tax-free Mississippi. How many of y'all are in tax-free Mississippi? I want a show of hands. I want you to get out of your car and scream, freedom! Nobody there. I will not be causing any traffic jams in Jackson, because you can't get out of the car and yell freedom, because it does not exist. We pay taxes. And when you get to be older and you're living on government assistance, you still pay taxes on your property and everything. There should be a point where you don't. At some point, you should get to enjoy some freedom in America. Veterans, when they retire, should, one, get a check for life. Two, they should live, the soil underneath their feet should be completely free. Mm-hmm. They should not have to pay $1 of tax. They shouldn't have to pay $1 of medical care. And they go, Chip, who's going to pay? damn, them insurance companies already charging us enough. It amazes me that an insurance company, where the Public Service Commission is regulated to where energy and all of that can make so much money. They're allowed to make money. They got so much money. Why don't they do that to insurance companies? Why don't they regulate? Because every insurance company every year will report we had 100 billions and billions of dollars, and then all the executives are getting big checks and big checks and big checks.
Then it wouldn't be a Ponzi scheme anymore.
Yeah. Now I understand the risk and reward,
Mm-hmm.
but it would work better if there were limits in place to make sure that you have to fight an insurance company, and once they actually say they're not going to pay.
Mm-hmm.
You can't force them to pay. And then they'll run, and then sometimes they'll run for cover and just bankrupt the insurance company. Say, oh, that leg of the insurance company is no longer. That was the Southern blah 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 blah. We closed that down. Now we're Southern blah 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 casualty and tree service. Yeah, we live in a place in America where you can get away with it. Kenny Stoke wants a curfew put in place for Jackson. This is a joke. Crime in Jackson happens in the daytime just as much as it does at nighttime. Curfew will not help Jackson. No, it won't. The only thing that will help Jackson is it would be one thing if all the baby daddies were being murdered. That's one thing.
Mm-hmm.
But that's not the baby daddies. It's the babies out there shooting.
Mm-hmm.
It's the babies are out there shooting. The baby daddies need to be back in the home. The baby daddies need to be in jail when their kid kills somebody. The mama needs to go to jail too, because she obviously, chastity belt or something like that. I don't know if that's cruel and unusual punishment also, but
Well, the kids don't care because they're treated like they're worthless.
Well, they don't care.
They don't have no value on a life.
Well, that's because
their life has no value.
Okay, and who created the no value system?
The government.
The government. Your politicians, the same guys that showed up all over Jackson yesterday and held memorial services for people. And we're coming up on June 19th where they're going to all start talking. The Democrats will be running up and down, slavery, 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 celebrate June 19th, and don't celebrate the 4th of July. That's what they started doing a few years back. Juneteenth was the big black holiday. July the 4th, forget it. Yeah, that's just wrong.
That's wrong.
We need some help. This country's going to hell in a handbasket, and we need to do more to help it. And the problem there is all you got to do is go vote. All you got to do is go vote. Get off your butt and go vote. Benny Thompson would be gone. So would half your other politicians. Maybe all of your politicians would be gone if you'd go vote, because ain't nobody taking care of you. We'll be back with more right here. Politicians. Maybe all of your politicians would be gone if you'd go vote, because ain't nobody taking care of you. We'll be back with more right here.
1039 WYAB.
In the heart of rural America, we know the value of an honest day's work. While the big corporate brands focus on their stock prices, Outlaw Light is focused on you. We're an independent American brand built on resilience. We don't preach or teach, we just brew. That means a high-quality, 105-calorie light beer at a price that respects your hard-earned dollar. For the patriots, the dreamers, and the doers, America deserves a new light beer. Grab an Outlaw. It's darn good beer.
If you want the best health care, where do you go? The Mayo Clinic. If you want the best care for your vehicle, where do you go? Mayo Auto Clinic in Raymond. Mayo Auto Clinic does foreign and domestic vehicles and diesel repair. Mayo Auto Clinic has ASE certified techs with over 25 years of experience. You can extend the life of your car or truck when you take it to Mayo Auto Clinic. For cost-effective repairs and maintenance, go to the best, Mayo Auto Clinic. Open weekdays at 7 a.m. Highway 18 in Raymond.
Hey guys, this is Casey Ellis with Ellis Autoplex, located on Highway 471 in Brandon. Ellis Autoplex, known as Little Truck City, is your old school mom and pop style dealership that's family owned and operated. We specialize in 4-wheel drive trucks, but don't worry, we have cars and SUVs too. Looking to sell your vehicle? Bring it by Ellis Autoplex, where we pay fair market value and we cut you a check on the spot. Need your vehicle service or repair? We can handle that too. Shop us online or set your appointment at ellisautoplex.com. That's ellisautoplex.com.
Looking for the perfect spot to unwind with friends and family? El Patrio Mexican Restaurant is calling your name. With locations in Flowood and Cross Gates, Brandon, El Patrio is the cozy, family-owned gym where great food meets great times. Enjoy El Patrio's signature margaritas and happy hour specials that keep their customers coming back for more. Indulge in their authentic Mexican dishes prepared with love and served in a warm, family-friendly atmosphere. Come to El Patrio and taste the traditions. El Patrio, where family, flavor, and fun come together.
Pops Auto Sales on Highway 49 in Florence is where you come to buy quality pre-owned cars, trucks, and SUVs, priced to fit your budget. Stop by Pops Auto Sales today, where fair prices and superior service leads to satisfied repeat buyers. Or go to popsautosales.llc.com and browse our inventory and get pre-approved for zero-down financing with approved credit, with service contracts and warranties available. And guys, our truck inventory is one of the largest for any independent dealer, period. Pops Auto Sales, Highway 49 in Florence.
Hello, friends and neighbors. This is David Frederick. I'm here to tell you about the latest development here at Frederick Sales and Service in Brandon. In an effort to always bring you the very best brands, I am proud to announce that Frederick Sales and Service is Central Mississippi's newest dealer for Skag zero-turn mowers and products. We have deals on one of the industry's best brands of zero-turn mowers, Skag. You can buy now and pay later because 0% financing is also available at Frederick's. Come see our inventory. We're here serving you for over 3 decades in Brandon since 1993.
Hey, this is John with MES. That's Mississippi Energy Services. We sell, service, and install all makes and models of home and business generators. One thing that we do different than a lot of other companies is we do all the work ourselves. We don't use subcontractors. We go from the original estimate, the design, to the final product. That way we can control the quality of the job from the beginning to the end. We are online at msenergy.us.
Bank Plus makes it easier to bank. With extended drive-through hours plus 24/7 online and mobile banking, we're here when you need us. Lost your debit card? Get a new one instantly at any Bank Plus location. No waiting for the mail. And interactive teller machines offer drive-up personal service 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. Monday through Friday and 9 a.m. to 1 p.m. Saturdays. Your bank, your plus. Learn more at bankplus.net. Member FDIC.
Welcome back to the Chip Matthews Show, and here is your host, Chip Matthews.
Now we're going to leave you with some pleasant thoughts for the day here on the Chip Matthews Show with Dawn McKenzie.
What's for lunch today?
What's for lunch today? Well, one, besides the world's famous Southern bread, born cornbread that we serve that has the scorch on it, the best cornbread in all of America, which means it's the best cornbread in the South.
Mm-hmm.
The best, that makes it the best in the world, in the universe.
Yeah.
Marvin Martian flies in from the outskirts of the world.
Mm-hmm.
He used to come just for Acme Pizza. Now he comes for cornbread. Just letting you know, cornbread. But along with that great cornbread today, and they're made fresh each and every week, and they're super, super, super good. Chicken and dumplings, real chicken and dumplings. We don't, that's the funny thing. We don't take a bunch of stuff and pour it out of a can at our place. It's
never.
It's cooked from fresh.
Yeah.
And it's either good or it's great.
Mm-hmm.
Mostly great.
Yep. That marinara sauce, I had to tell several people yesterday that this is freshly made. It's hot.
Somebody made a comment. A buddy of mine from Memphis called up and said, Chip, how do you make your marinara? I said, now why would I tell you how we make our marinara? I mean, we're tight, we're friends, we're buddies, we're pals.
But you're not going to get the recipe.
Yeah. It's called a family recipe for a reason. And Jenny's got that family recipe, and that's that.
Yep.
Period.
End of story.
Period.
So pork chops are also on the
the fried pork chops. This is, and then of course we still have the night pork chop, which is the super pork chop. That is the big, thick, grilled one.
And always have hamburger steak.
Always have hamburger steak. And we'll have some good vegetables.
And outside of the Velcro Pygmies playing this weekend, we have Chris Gill Saturday night.
Chris Gill and the Soul Shakers.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's Saturday night. And then, of course, we'll have some other entertainment going on the deck. We've got we're getting into our stride here to where we'll have more music than anybody else. We'll guarantee more music than anybody else.
Yes, and it's nice to have one genre of music on the inside and a whole different atmosphere of music on the outside.
Right, and
playing simultaneously.
Simultaneously,
Yeah.
Leave the mu out of the middle. It's simultaneously.
Okay, whatever, Chip.
Simultaneously.
If you were just perfect, as you want everybody else to be.
Well, then you would be perfect.
I am almost perfect.
You simultation.
Say maroon and white.
I can't.
Okay, shut up.
That's because I am perfect.
No, you're not.
Is America what colors is America? Red, white, and blue.
In blue.
What color is Ole Miss? Red, white, and blue. Don't you forget it. Hotty toddy. And look, we got to get all the TVs tuned up at Beethoven's where you can come out and watch the you can cut class at work or wherever you do and come out and watch the World Series because Southern's in it. That School and Stark was in it.
Maroon and white.
Whoever they are. And then Ole Miss is in it. So we're going to keep up with the regionals and see what goes on and maybe go win another national championship. But anyway, say goodbye, Dawn.
Goodbye, Dawn.
Clay is next right here.